Is brought to you by Personal Capital. For a free trial of Personal Capital, just go to MikeO'MaraShow.com and click the Personal Capital banner. Or go to PersonalCapital.com/TMOS. Again, click the Personal Capital banner on MikeO'MaraShow.com or go to PersonalCapital.com/TMOS.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store. And around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
I don't know about you, Oscar, but I'm excited.
I'm excited as well.
You know why?
Why is that?
New movie coming out.
Oh, you're a big movie buff.
I love the movies, and this one is called Sabotage. You know who's in it?
I'm excited for this, yeah.
And we have him here.
Hi.
Hi, Arnold.
Mr. Schwarzenegger.
Hi. How are you?
Governor.
It's
Great.
good to see Rob.
Yes, and Oscar.
Oscar.
Hey.
Oscar
And
Santana.
Tardy Boy.
Pony Boy. Hey, try to make it to work on time. You know, when you don't show up for work on time, you're showing everybody what a lazy guy you are with your stupid ferrets over there.
They're not ferrets, they're sugar gliders.
Yeah, well, I don't think a man should have pets smaller than his forearm.
Do you have a pet?
I don't.
Not even a dog, like a German Shepherd?
I don't have I have large dogs, just like I have large toys. I've got a tank, and I have promotions to bring people out to Los Angeles and crash things with my tank.
That was actually a stroke of genius.
Dankeschön.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I
Your
thought
idea?
Nine. No, the people, you know, and the things and the promotions came to me and said, Arnold, you got the tank, and we'll do the thing with the contestants.
Yes.
We'll come out to the yard.
Was it your idea to have them enter on the internet?
And it's my idea to crush things. I said, why don't, how about they come out and then let them ride in my tank? And then we crush, big barrels and sofas and, furniture.
Davenport.
Yeah, the Davenports. That's a sofa, right? Sure.
Settee.
I get that. Yeah, so I'm very excited about life. Life is great, and I'm so excited about doing different things.
Do you miss being governor?
Yes.
Why?
The power. I had such incredible power.
What was your favorite power as governor?
Riding in the cars.
Police escort.
Going fast with the police escort.
Yeah.
I loved having my police escort in the, just driving fast and saying, hey, let's stop over here at this fast food joint. And I'll walk in and people will say, hey, look, it's the movie star governor. That'd be big fun.
You've got manpower.
Do you prefer being a movie star governor or a governor movie star?
I like to be the governor first.
Really?
I wanted to be president before that bitch.
Oh, which one?
Yeah, the bitch on the washing machine.
Yeah. Oh, the cleaning lady.
I'd go down there and I'd go, hey, how you doing? Good morning. How are you doing with my clothes? And she said, oh, Governor, how about a little quick one on top of the Maytag?
Yeah.
And, and then unfortunately, all hell broke loose.
Yeah, everyone knows now.
It's very frustrating.
How is your son?
We don't speak as often as we should.
I saw a picture of him.
I've been too busy.
You're very busy. Well, it's the movie Sabotage.
Sabotage.
What's it called?
It's Sabotage.
Let's talk about your career,
Sabotage.
Governor.
My career?
Yeah.
It's just fine, thank you.
But
I didn't like your tone. How about I come over there and snap your CrossFit forearm?
You're bouncing back.
Yes, I am.
Sabotage may be your breakout film.
Sabotage is going to be a great movie. It's going to have lots of action scenes, and it's going to be lots of fun, and people will be dying to get in the theater because there should be long lines.
I think the best thing
Dying.
is that after
Dying
all these
to see
years,
Sabotage.
after all these years, you're still so excited to promote.
Yes.
What do you have to tell us about Sabotage?
I lead an elite DEA task force. I am Special Agent John Wharton.
Hold it. You're just reading.
But you want to tell me about the movie? I've got my press kit.
Oh, you brought the press kit with
Yeah,
you.
that's how
But
I do
You
it.
made the movie. I
made the movie. The director tells me what to do, and I don't remember all my lines. So I don't remember the plot lines exactly, so I'm telling you. Why you got a problem with that?
What's your character name?
How about I run over your small right foot with my giant tank?
I don't want you to do
How would you like that?
I would hate it. What's your character name?
John Wharton. I play the character of John Wharton.
Tell me about him.
And I lead an elite DEA task force that takes on the world's deadliest drug cartels.
Oh, it's good.
This elite team executes what appears to be a tactical raid on a cartel safe house, which in fact turns out to be an elaborate theft operation.
Oh, my God.
Pre-planned by the members of the DEA squad itself.
This
and
is
there's lots of
complicated.
shooting and explosions and grenades and body plots.
No.
In fact, it was very gory.
Now, that's funny you should bring up gore.
Goriness is not my cup
What
of
is
tea.
it, your cup of tea?
Goriness.
goriness.
Goriness. Okay, you say it your way. Did you become a governor of a major state in the United States, one of the largest?
Not yet.
There you go.
But I know that you're against gore, and in so many of your other movies, like The Last Action Hero.
Last Action Hero was a
I think
triumph.
you were named John in that, too.
John Kimball. Not to be confused with John Wharton.
John Wharton.
You're a great teacher.
I said to my agent a long time ago, I'm from Austria. Everybody makes fun of my accent. So why don't you give me a real American name like John Wharton or John Kimball? That's what I wanted. Can
Johnny
I finish
Kimball.
the plot summary?
Yeah, well, I didn't know there was more.
After hiding $10 million in stolen cash, the rogue agents believe their secret is safe. That is until someone begins methodically.
Methodically.
Dankeschön. Assassinating.
Assassinating.
Yeah, I got that one. I know how to say assassinate. I'm a German.
How about killing?
I mean, I'm an Austrian.
That's easy. Careful with that. Don't let that slip.
Settle down.
Methodically assassinating. Someone in the PR department's going to lose their job, boy.
Hey, did your dad do anything methodically?
That's not really kind.
No, that's not okay.
You know,
That's
every
not
time I
okay.
come in here, Rob Spiewak, you have to make a Nazi joke. And it really gets me angry. And I'm so angry.
Uh-oh.
I want to twist off your
No.
head. And I want to make sure I'm going to do something to your skull.
Don't.
And it involves the F word.
Oh!
That's right.
That would be too gory.
Yeah, okay.
Is there more plot?
Someone begins methodically assassinating members of the team. One by one. As the body count rises, everyone is suspect, including members of the team itself. The DEA team, led by me, John Wharton.
You know what it sounds like? There's a lot of twists and turns.
Can I ask you one question about your new building here in Washington, D.C.?
Please.
Is there a maintenance staff?
Why do you
There is.
ask?
Yeah, are they Hispanic?
They are.
Oh, me so horny.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Sorry I'm late. No, that's quite all right, dear. Your father and I were just discussing his day at work. Why don't you tell our daughter about it, honey?
Janie, today I quit my job. And then I told my boss to go screw himself, and then I blackmailed him for almost $60,000. Pass the asparagus.
Your father seems to think this kind of behavior is something to be proud of.
And your mother seems to prefer that I go through life like a f***ing prisoner while she keeps my in a mason jar under the sink.
How dare you speak to me that way in front of her? And I marvel that you can be so contemptuous of me on the same day that you lose your job.
I didn't lose it. It's not like, whoops, where'd my job go? I quit. Someone pass the asparagus.
Oh, and I want to thank you for putting me under the added pressure of being the sole breadwinner now.
I already have a job.
No, don't give a second thought as to who's going to pay the mortgage. We'll just leave it all up to Carolyn. You mean you're going to take care of everything now, Carolyn? Yes, I don't mind. I really don't. You mean everything? You don't mind having the sole responsibility? Your husband feels he can just quit his job and you don't...
Will someone
Who's gonna pay
please
the back
pass
down?
me the f***ing
Guys, I'm
asparagus?
not going to be a part of this.
Shut up!
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his easy chair, here's Mike.
I'm dancing for the Ustreamers. What are you thinking? I can move when I'm not jumping up and down. If I was moving my legs, I'd be having a heart attack.
Wow.
Live from the Pfeifferplex Studios, this is the Mike O'Mara Show. We are broadcasting all over the planet. We are powered by Encore Insurance Services with over 22.5 million downloads. We're at MikeO'MaraShow.com, and we are heard over the air on the mighty 1630 Casa Ja Ja.
Hi, you know Tom Suter, he's in Spain.
In the heart of the heartland. Is he really?
He is, he's vacationing.
Only you would know that fact.
Well, it's on his Facebook, please.
That's terrific that people from Iowa really are that worldly.
You know, it's funny, I don't think he's seen a difference yet between Spain and Iowa City. They're just the same to him.
So cosmopolitan.
The Mike O'Mara Show is a daily radio show and podcast with the greatest listeners in the world. Why?
Hi.
Because they get it. Get ready for the madness. Fanatics.com is our opening sponsor, and I will tell you that they are excited about March Madness, and you should be too. I've got my American University T-shirt waiting for me from Fanatics.com when I get home today, because I have my wife TiVoing the True Channel, where the first round, is it first or second round?
The first round.
I think it's the first round, right?
First round.
Yeah, first round of the American University Eagles playing the Wisconsin Badgers, and you can get all the gear you need so that people know who you are rooting for at Fanatics.com, and stock up on official team gear. They got it all.
You know, I actually went and bought a VCU pullover from Fanatics. You know what? VCU, great university that it is,
Yes.
doesn't sell the right gear.
No.
There's just nothing. You got to go to Fanatics if you want to get the good stuff.
Well, the good thing about it is a one-stop shop. They've got jerseys, hats, hoodies, T-shirts, jackets, pullovers, every team, every size. They've got sizes from infant to 4XL, and, of course, fitted gear for the ladies. Nice.
Very nice.
Fanatics.com has the largest assortment anywhere, from all of the 64 March Madness teams to pro teams, NASCAR, and so much more. And remember, if you use our code TMOS, you get free shipping with no minimum. Get yourself some gear or find the perfect gift for the fan in your life. And while you're there, enter to win a $10,000 Fanatics.com shopping spree. All you have to do is put on your favorite gear and snap a selfie, then upload it to Twitter, Instagram, or Fanatics.com and tag it with hashtag #SelfieFanatics and @Fanatics.
Easy enough.
Fanatics.com and use our code TMOS for free shipping, no minimum. Fill out your brackets and lock great.
Yeah, lock great and look it in.
Look great.
Well, lock in your pick.
That's right.
In your brackets, you want to do that, but you want to look great when you're wearing your stuff.
VCU plays
One little
Friday
mistake
night.
just throws me completely.
Gonna be great.
Where sports fans shop, Fanatics.com. We love them, and you will too. And I am a little bit psyched for American University, and I think it's going to be a pretty decent
Tough opponent.
deal. I've been following them closely all year, and
This man is lying.
No, I know. I can. I
What was
love
their
the
record?
game. Huh?
What was their record going into this?
Oh boy, I'm not sure about that, Rob. That's a tough
A
one.
winning record, Mike.
I know that senior center Troy Roblicki, you know him, the 6'10", 230-pound Harbor City, California native.
Oh, he's from California.
He's the critical cog in the Eagles' Princeton offense.
The Princeton offense?
Yes,
Can you
that's
explain
right.
that?
The Princeton offense is
John Wharton?
It's an offense that's predicated on a constant flow of motion.
Yeah, it's a run and shoot.
It's similar to the
It's the
run and shoot.
Wildcat.
Yeah,
Thought it
it's
was
the
throw and go.
It's the Wildcat. It's the run and gun. You have to be. I'll tell you something. The American University Eagles have to be very unselfish to successfully run that offense.
Oh,
Can you
wow.
explain yourself?
And they, well, I am explaining it right now, Dick. They have a good passing five-man. They have to have that, and that's what they do with Roblicki.
Roblicki?
Can you cite your source?
Tony
please?
Roblicki, huh?
Cite your source.
The basketball dude. I was listening to the basketball dude.
It's a new podcast you're
What
checking
blog are you
out?
on?
The basketball guy.
Basketball dude.
The basketball
True
fanatic. Elsewhere, Jesse Reed is the guy that I like. He's their leading scorer, and he does a
You're a big
fantastic
fan.
job.
You got a young team, too.
Who's
about-
that coach again?
Almost 14 points per game. The coach for the coach for the other team.
No, the coach
The
for
Badgers?
the American University Eagles.
All I know, Rob, is that you're getting me out of my narrative, and I'm going to hit you in the eye. Reed ranks 33rd in the nation in field goal percentage at 61.4%.
Wow, look at that.
And he scored in double figures in 20 of Americans' 32 games, including 17 straight from early January to early March.
Pretty cool.
So go Eagles.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game.
Congrats. Are you going to watch it with Tony?
Tony Perkins?
Yeah, because he'll
No.
be right down the street.
It's actually on as we speak.
Well, I thought it was tomorrow, no?
No, it's
Or is
on
it today?
Oh, maybe it is Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday's when the tournament starts.
Maybe I told my wife to TiVo it today.
So
maybe
if
I'm
you're
an idiot.
TiVoing the True TV station right now, you're probably getting like Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah, it's tomorrow, Mr. O'Mara.
Yeah, and the VCU plays Friday. I forget the opponent, but it
Yeah.
doesn't matter because they're going to win.
Can we Skype Mrs. O'Mara?
You know what? That is not set up. That's one thing I haven't
Oh,
done
you
yet.
son of a bitch, Oscar.
Sorry.
You can FaceTime her.
Failure.
I'm not gonna. I don't need to FaceTime.
Failure.
Fail.
She might be napping. I'm not sure.
Well, then she's not. What
You're
are the
not
odds
calling
that she
Carrie.
remembers?
Huh?
What are the odds that she remembers? She remembers to actually record.
No, she would. She's really good about that, and I'm going to tell her that the game was actually it's tomorrow.
Mañana.
I really feel bad about
That
it.
Spanish means tomorrow.
Yes. Mañana.
Hello?
Oh, she's not answering.
Why isn't this?
Well, your
working
speakers are at the bottom of the phone.
out? I know they're at the bottom, and that's why I was wondering whether.
Hello.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey.
Oscar's picking on me again today.
Why?
He always does because he's younger and fitter, and he's going to live longer, and it really makes me want to cry. But I don't cry because I want to pretend I'm tough in front of him. I have a question for you.
Okay.
You know how I told you to record the game today?
Oh my God, I forgot.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because
No,
the game.
use this.
No, I'm not going to use this. No, I'm not going to use this, Rob.
It does matter.
The game is tomorrow,
Oh, okay, good.
so you don't have to worry about it. But you would have forgotten.
Well, see, like you have so much going on, you know. It's
What-
easy. I can understand that you made that mistake.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, she's a good wife.
Yeah, thank you, sweetheart. How's the little guy doing?
We're doing well. You know where we're sitting?
Where are we sitting?
We're sitting at the Greek restaurant.
Oh, wow. Must be nice.
Oh, must be nice. A life of leisure. A life of. Are you with your mother?
A glass of red wine.
Are you with your mother?
No, I'm actually with another man.
Who are you with?
That's nice.
Who's the man that you're with?
Marcus Sarda?
Well, that's Joey, my side flick.
Is it Joey, your business partner?
Yes.
You tell that bald bastard to keep his hands off of you.
And make him pay.
Then you bald bastard, keep your hands off of me. I told him. I'll try.
Okay. I'll try. Okay, well, have fun. Have fun lunching with your old business partner, the man.
The man.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye. Yeah, she knows.
Personally, I'm disappointed it wasn't Marcus.
Then I'm going to come home. You know, I'm going to get when I come home. I need to go tan. Will you drive me? And then watch the baby for an hour while I work out.
You know what?
But tanning and working out, really, aren't you the one who benefits?
I am the one that benefits. She looks friggin' fantastic.
Yes, she does.
There's something to be said here, and I think we all feel this way, but none of you guys are man enough to say this.
What's that?
And this is for every woman.
No good can come out of that
Every woman
statement.
out there that has a man that's slaying the dragon, for some reason you have a different schedule. Regardless of what that schedule is. I don't know if you take the graveyard shift at the hospital, if you're a night nurse, whatever it may be.
Right.
Night nurse.
When
1930. If you put on your white paper hat and you go in big glass IVs.
Mr. Rogers in room 1A needs his catheter changed. Get the night nurse.
I don't know what women do at night. I'll say this. Regardless of what you're doing.
Sure you don't want to include coffee shop waitress?
If you've got the graveyard shift at the coffee shop, I would say this applies to you as well. When your man calls you in the middle of the day and you're having the time of your life, lie to us.
That's right.
Lie to us and tell us that you are, knee
Busy
deep
as a stenographer
in house chores. You're dealing with the deliveries that we ask you to put out, or whatever it may be.
Tending to the wounded
Yes.
in the Civil War
lie
hospital.
to us when you're telling us.
volunteering.
When you tell us you're having wine with a former coworker just because you can, you have the time.
Or you
That's
and
a
the
dagger in the heart.
Or you and the rest of the flight crew have that layover in Atlanta, and you decided to, have an omelet in the local coffee shop.
Right. Maybe it's a teacher work day.
Yeah, God forbid you have a teacher work day. Lie to us when we call you from the office. Just lie to us because there's no. We are in the long run. I imagine I'm not a selfish person, but it still hurts because I've been down that path,
Right.
Mike, where I would call my significant
You hear that
other.
little sound I played when you said you were not a selfish person? Can we turn that up a little bit,
I
Robert?
don't know, I'm a giver.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Mike, I am not a selfish person either.
Me neither.
And my lovely girlfriend will tell me that she's watching another show of Pretty Little Liars on Hulu Plus, and I'll sit there and I say, okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Does this
That
have
must be
anything
great.
to
Must be
do?
great.
Does this have anything to do with the fact that you basically have 4 more hours of your day?
Yes,
You have four more hours of.
If you consider the fact that the studio is nearly complete.
Exactly.
Because he used to have to make the round trip to Manassas.
It's like, can we hear the outside now? Listen. Oh, I thought we heard something.
It's like a Richard Widmark film.
No, just a little. The only thing with this studio in D.C., which sounds incredible due to Oscar's hard work, we got to put a wall unit, an air conditioning wall unit.
Something,
in here.
yeah.
That's what
I
we
think
have
it's
to put in
just
it.
fine.
Well, that's
Feels
because
great.
you weigh 130 pounds.
Like going back to the old country for him.
I was actually a little chilly earlier when I walked in.
Poor you.
It's like when we all get in here, we start breathing. But I think your frustration is due to the fact that you're getting a lot more FaceTime with your delightful young lady.
I'll say this: you are not you're not wrong, but you're not correct either. I'm just not used to seeing my girlfriend that much, and now since I wake up, I'm usually out the door 8:30ish. I've realized what her modus operandus is when she actually
Modus operandi.
Damn it! You know what I mean?
Why did you even try that one?
Because you know what?
He aims high.
He does.
I aim high.
He aims high. That's
Thank
why
you.
he's in a broadcast studio.
Yes.
What are the odds of that? That shouldn't have happened. I mean, really, it's the truth. It's ambition. It's balls. It's that machismo those people have.
I'm with you.
Those people.
Yeah, those people.
You people.
Yes, you people.
Not selfish, though.
I see her, and she's got this the way that she starts her day is she's got to have a bowl of cereal. She's got to have her coffee. She's got to watch an episode of whatever she's
What kind of
watching
cereal?
on Hulu Plus.
What kind of cereal?
She has the whole grain Cheerios.
Ugh,
Yeah,
I
that's
hate
what she does.
Cheerios.
I do too. Of course we do.
No, but
Because
it's
they're
not
not.
just...
Because they're. You know what we like? We like Apple Jacks and Fruit Loops. and
But you know
Frosted
what?
Flakes
Honey
and
Smacks.
and really honey, Sugar Smacks.
It's not
That's
just
what they
the
used
fact.
to call them.
It's not just the fact that it doesn't have any sugar in it. It's the texture of Cheerios.
Let's have Rob and I right now, the two fat men in the room, will have a delicious cereal off right here. Okay,
I'd like
you
to
start.
start.
I'll go. We'll go back and forth.
this is one that is always in my home.
Okay.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh my God, Cookie Crisp,
Oh, Frankenberries,
Sugar Pops,
Count Chocula,
Fruit Loops,
Blueberry,
Honey Bunches of Oats.
Fruit Brute.
Let me see. Raisin Bran, Total Raisin Bran, which is the healthiest
Healthy?
cereal.
Yeah,
that I've
very
eaten.
very good. How about Cocoa Krispies?
Cocoa Krispies are fantastic.
Yes.
Cocoa Puffs.
Oh, also great. Oh, great one. Haven't had it in years. Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles, very similar to Fruit Loops.
No, the texture is very different.
And now I will give you my all-time favorite. Seriously, if
All
you
right.
ask me, the best breakfast cereal I could eat, Apple Jacks.
You know what? I think we close on Apple Jacks. I cede to you on Apple Jacks because it's an excellent
You
cereal.
ever have Apple Jacks,
I
Oscar?
grew up with Product 19.
Oh my God, my grandfather.
Product 19?
My grandmother used to have Product. Do you remember Product 19?
Yes, and it was because it
Product
had
19. Can you imagine
19 vitamins in it, I think.
Is that what it was?
I think it was.
But what a horrible! How could they possibly have names? And it's sold. My grandmother bought.
That's
the
all my mom
pants off
fed
of
us
it.
was Product 19. We never had fun cereal.
But you know what's worse than that?
What?
The real, not the flakes, grape nuts.
Oh, Grape Nuts, the worst cereal ever
Like
invented.
mulch. It might as well be sold in a 50-pound bag at a Home Depot.
Well, or put the Grape Nuts inside a 50-pound bag of sugar, and then I might eat it.
The first time I had
but you'll S your brains out.
Oh, absolutely.
Cocoa Krispies.
Yes, you ran around in circles.
I had it at my friend Steven's house because they had cool cereals.
Yes.
And I remember sleeping over one day and I was like, I'll have some Product 19. And they said, son, we don't have Product 19 here. And they dropped a big cartoon-sized box of Cocoa Krispies. And I said, well,
Krispies, pure sugar.
what's this? And I started pouring it and I said, this is so much better than the cardboard I've been eating all my life.
Is it any wonder why we are a fat society? Because, I was conditioned on those cereals. And I remember I loved sugary
Part of a total complete breakfast.
Oh, man, I will tell you, I was so conditioned to sugary cereals that the idea of Frosted Flakes,
the best.
but to me, it was like, they're cornflakes. I want sugar. I want more sugar.
It wasn't enough?
It wasn't enough sugar.
Mike, anytime there was a cereal that
I think
was
maybe
sugared enough
I
to
put
change
sugar on my Frosted Flakes.
It's a wonder you're alive. You cheated death.
We would never have sugar for that.
Anytime there was enough sweetness in a cereal that it would alter your milk, like at the end, if you ended up with chocolate milk or apple flavored milk or cinnamon flavored milk, then it's prime sweetness.
I have to say that I have been back on the diet. I don't want to say diet because it's just eating properly.
Trying to do better.
And I had a cheat yesterday.
What'd you do?
I went to that fabulous place just down the street known as Guapo's.
You know, there's a Guapo's a block from here.
Is there really?
You should go to lunch there.
It's called Guapo's
I'd
DC.
love to do that.
Yeah, it's right up
I'd
the street.
love to.
You
I
should
really
walk
should
there.
do that because it's like eating later in the day for lunch is not a good thing.
Maybe
now that
we can go today.
Now that we tape it,
You
I'll
want to
go.
take
I
me
would
to
love.
lunch?
Yes, I will
All
take you to
right,
lunch.
you're the best.
My
Excellent.
treat.
Then
Would you like
drop
to
me off at
come?
home.
Cannot make it.
Why not? What do you got going?
Today I have got to.
Oh, I can't do it today. I'm getting my windshield replaced.
And I was kidding. I was in.
Tomorrow.
I promise you that we'll have a lunch date.
Yeah.
Now that we're in your neck of the woods, it's the
Friday.
least I can do.
Yeah.
And want to bring your brother along?
No.
You sure?
No, he
You
doesn't.
don't
At
want
least
to bring.
give him a chance
He
to turn
hasn't
you
earned
down.
it yet.
You don't want to bring Pony. He hasn't. He has been. He has
speaking
been.
of which-
he has been Johnny Slackatory lately.
Let me give him a nice compliment, though. One compliment.
He has.
Tough love, and I will give him one compliment. Wasn't he fast when we sent him to the drugstore today, and he came back and gave you your change?
Yes. The only reason Rob brought this up, Pony.
Yes, sir.
When we sent you down to the drugstore, which is literally at the bottom of our building, to get paper products, paper towels, and tissues,
A few bottles of water.
because we are all suffering from this death grip here.
Right.
How much money were you given?
What
was the total? What was the total you were given?
Check your
I was
book.
given 2 20s.
Okay,
and I
Rob,
needed to
hold
rush 20
on,
back.
hold on, Mr.
Settle
Master
down.
of Timing. Who gave you 120,
Mike,
and who gave you the other 20?
Mr. Spiewak.
And then you came back, and what did you say to me? You said you had change for me, right?
I said I had change for you, and I think Rob's 20 ended up in that change.
Oh, that's sad, right?
Yeah, that's tough.
You know what he is?
Yeah, but here's
he's
the
not
thing.
operating at his A game.
Not at all.
Why don't you look in your little journal
I
and
have.
see if there's a better disbursement of money?
If you F with Rob's money, you're effing with his
You're
life.
done.
I actually. I have a lot of Rob's money based on the check that I cashed today.
You better call Carrie.
I have
surprised it cleared.
I have in my hand $25, $26, $27, $28, and 35.40. $28.40. And Rob has nothing. So
zilch.
Now, so how are you planning to work that out, Pony? With just handing me back the change? Do you want me to work it out with Rob? Because now that this 20 is in my possession, it's going to be very difficult for me to let go.
You know, because ownership is 9/10 of the law.
That's right, possession actually.
Damn it!
Let me give Rob his change.
That's 2 today.
It is only 2.
Is it modus operandi?
Operandi.
Operandi.
Rob, here's your change.
Thank you. We're going to split it.
No.
Well, we are splitting some of it.
We're splitting so Rob paid for it.
It's 40 cents.
Mike kept the 20 and gave Rob the 840 back. That is great.
Thank you.
That is so fun.
Thanks so much. Pony, what would that work out to if we were both to get equal amounts of change back?
You know, I couldn't even begin to figure that out because I'm terrible at math.
Are you terrible at math?
I'm
I thought you were like a
awful.
computer guy and stuff.
I
like
am.
That.
Isn't it code and numbers?
Well, yeah, but it's all just numbers with 4s and 8s.
Oh, okay. He's great with 4s and 8s.
Like $5.80
$5.80
is what we each should have paid, so we should get back $14.20.
$14.20.
Well, that's too much work by now. Right?
You know what? I'm willing to let it go.
Yeah, you got to let it go.
So,
But I'm not going to send him on any more financially motivated errands. You know what the most valuable
you
thing
have,
here?
You have $8.40 now. Rob does have a math brain,
and
so you have $8.40 that was given to you in change, Rob. And since we are both owed $14.20 out of this 20, that means I owe you how much?
You would owe me an additional.
Hold on a second. Take your time.
$8.40, and you have 20, so that we would each be. You know what? I've muddled my mind.
Oh, he doesn't know how to do it.
No,
$6.60.
That's
Yeah,
about
'cause you
right.
have
Yeah,
8.
That's
Right?
right. That's right.
$6.60. Look at this guy.
All right, let me get
This guy,
that
the
up
human
here.
calculator.
That's it.
Right here.
When you pronounce calculator right,
All right.
Jerks.
which is good.
Rob, I don't have
Modus
that change.
operandi.
I tell you what. Let me see the 20.
Operandi.
Operandi.
Not operandi, operandi.
Let me see the 20.
Modus
Oh,
operandi.
no, that's not going to happen.
No, I promise I'll give it back.
Oh, how do I know you're going to give it
Modus.
back? You're
I
all
give
the
you
way
my
over
word.
there.
I give you my word.
Now you don't have
what's funny
possession.
About $6.60, it's exactly within a few pennies. It's 1/3 of this. So
No. Oh,
He ripped
you're such an ass.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you are such an ass. Look what he did. Look at it. Pony,
It's so painful to
after
see.
the show, we're going to need you to go back to CVS for the Scotch tape.
You got it.
and Oscar has to pay for the tape.
The tape's on me.
Give me the $8.40 back. No, I'm not going through the effort.
I'll take the
No, he
You
won't.
stay
No.
out of it.
There he is. That's like when you put the junk on the street, isn't it?
Oh, sorry.
We'll take a
Who
break.
doesn't want to rip 20? I got Scotch tape.
I'll take it. Times have changed. We'll take a break. Come back with more on the Mike O'Mara Show. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This segment of the program is brought to you by our Amazon page. There I go again. Hold on a second. Amazon's great, isn't
You know,
it,
the
Rob?
greatest thing about Amazon, Oscar, is the way you can support this show without doing anything extra than what you'd normally do.
Important to note that a lot of people out there are in charge of their office supplies.
Exactly.
And their purchases, so they can just do that through the Mike O'Mara Show, that Amazon tab right there. Buy them, probably save your company a little money, and we get a little credit.
You are shopping through Amazon anyway. Please access it through our portal. Help us out. Help yourselves to great deals.
They
Thank
also
you.
sell
There you
3D
go.
printers
That's it.
there in
I
case you want to print a lung.
Appreciate that. Thank
You know what? I can buy Scotch tape.
That's the second day in a row that's happened where I'm at the end of this grip, and Pony, by the way, got it.
Yeah.
He got my cold.
Ew, really?
And so the problem is if you get this lung matter that's up at about the halfway point.
Yes.
And when you're trying to breathe, you're just like going. You
know what
realize
it
why
is?
people die of pneumonia.
It's expectoration.
Thank you very much. Amazon.com/Mike O'Mara Show. Or MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. Thank you. Thank you in advance. I just wanted. Did anybody see my Facebook post last night? The little video that I put up.
Paper Towel Theater.
Did you see it?
Fantastic.
It was my little guy.
I'll check it out right now.
Mom goes out to.
Don't hand him a 20.
Carla is doing an hour in the morning and an hour in the evening of working out. And
good for her.
and
Me too.
And she's really she's doing what we all should do. And the fact is, I have this hour to kill with him at about I want to say it's about 5:30, 5:45 in that ballpark for an hour. And
This is in the evening.
Yeah, and last night it was 6:15. Now his routine is 6:15 he gets a, hey, turn, I don't care if that guy's slowing you down.
You know, we used to have a sign we put on the door that
Right.
said "Do not knock."
Oh, we
what
should
if we
hang
put
a
a sign
banner.
on Wisconsin Avenue that said "Do not honk"?
No honking.
Broadcasting on air.
Yeah,
No
quiet
honking.
zone.
Yeah.
It's a quiet zone.
Podcast zone.
No honking afternoon.
Pipe down, you a-holes.
How soon before your neighbors start
Complaining?
Listen, can we hear this? Let me put that out the window.
Oh, yeah, it's the city streets right there.
That's somebody just leaning on it.
Yep.
That is somebody just leaning on it right there. I love the sounds of the city. How soon before your neighbors start
Complain?
getting frustrated about the volume level in
this room?
Because we met them yesterday and they were all
I would
smiles.
say give us two, just as you leave.
Do you think?
So he doesn't have to deal
You
with
don't
any
have
of
to
it.
deal with it. The awkward back and forth
Yeah.
with your boy.
Oh no,
no
but
problem.
the cool air. You love the cool air.
I think it's cooler than yesterday today.
Well, it is.
Right?
Yeah.
There's a ventilation problem in the
Yeah,
studio.
yeah. Let's
Have
tear
you
it down.
tested? Have you tested like on the other side of the wall? Really, when we get really
Yeah,
yelling
I
and
actually
stuff
I
like
did
that?
so by turning the TV up to full blast.
Right.
And when I built these baffles
Right.
with our friend Charlie.
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 Charlie, would you like a piece of chocolate cake,
Do you
Charlie?
hear any of the sound, Charlie?
Hello, Charlie.
You hear less than what you would have heard if it was just glass. So I imagine whoever was here beforehand, they probably would have heard the entire conversation on the phone if they're dealing with a client. Because
Okay.
this is kind of an office building, right?
Right.
So they're probably pleasantly surprised.
Okay, all right,
So,
that's good.
I
That's
hope
a-
that's
that's a
the case.
good
If
thing.
not, we'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, that's for sure. Because I mean, I've started to get a little lay of the land around here,
Right.
and the girls, the gals that work next door, seem very excited to have us here.
Very
Yes.
sweet.
They seem very nice and
Very
very,
kind.
very kind. And then there's a guy in an office like across the hallway that's also, I think, a fan.
Super excited.
Yeah, so he's psyched. And then there's that other guy that
He's
I
the
saw
owner.
for the first time. He is.
Yeah, you haven't met him yet. He actually met the guys yesterday. He's super
The one-
nice.
the
He
one
was
with the
very, very
dog?
nice.
Yeah,
He's okay?
Super awesome.
Scared me.
Why did he scare you?
Is he the owner of the building?
He's the owner of the business.
Oh, the business.
Yes, the main business here that has most of the square footage.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
so
And
you're renting from him.
We rent from him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right,
I should
then.
introduce you.
You see his dog with a little cone?
Yeah, he's a little sick.
His dog growled at me today.
It growls at me every day.
Yeah, okay. Just
Yeah,
checking.
yeah, yeah,
in.
yeah.
I'm new to this. I'm
Hey,
experiencing this all
I
together.
went and walked around, introduced everybody yesterday. You
They were
had
all
left,
cool.
So
Yesterday
I can-
after the
yeah,
show?
I can introduce you tomorrow.
I
if you'd
think I'd like to,
or today.
now that I'm commuting again, I'd like to explain to everybody here my modus operandi when it
Right.
comes to getting done with the show. It's like, thanks, everybody. We appreciate that. Great show, guys. Gone. That's how it works.
I haven't seen that motivation since we worked in terrestrial. Now, since you mentioned
Remember when
Oscars,
Mike's car used to be running at the end of the shows at
he
WJFK?
never had an intern start his car for him, but I have seen him leave the studio before the mics were keyed shut.
Going back to the days of Alan Goodman, a general manager, when we did the morning show, and Alan on a Friday morning scheduled a client meeting at 10:30.
Oh, it's murder.
And I remember laughing at him. He said, "Okay, we've got a meeting at 10:30." I'm like, "That's funny, Alan." There, and I was just out of here. That's the way. That's the way it goes.
While we're talking about Oscar's head audio elf, we're talking about Charlie. I brought in a tape for you today, Mike, that I think you might enjoy.
Charlie,
if it would play. Here we go.
Oh, well. Aren't you Charles Van Doren?
I'm sorry I didn't mean to wake you up. Just had to get out of the city.
You're always welcome, Charlie. Sometimes it's hard.
That's the Charlie
sleeping in the
Oscar.
city.
Hope you don't mind I took the rest of the cake.
You look like you could use jerks.
Oscar and Charlie sharing cake.
That's the way it always is when you're finishing a book.
Yes,
Oh, no, actually, it's good.
That's us talking as we're finishing the studio.
Oh, Jesus, I just realized we watched your show.
Yeah.
Did I tell you?
Charlie.
Mother
Hello,
and I
Charlie.
moved-
All right, that's
Charlie's going to be here today. The sound panels actually came in.
Oh, did they really?
What
Yeah.
is the name of that movie again?
Quiz show.
Quiz show with Ralph Fiennes.
Rafe Fiennes.
Ray Fiennes.
Ray
What is
Fiennes.
the deal with him? Is that an actor's trick?
Do you know who was great
that
in
he has
Happy
a name
Days?
that looks like Ralph, and then he has a last name that looks like Fine, and then he turns it into Ray Fiennes.
You know who was great on Happy Days? Rafe Mave.
That's an old Happy Days joke. No one remembers that anymore.
Some people do, I think.
But anyway, so
Charlie remembers.
where the hell was I?
Yeah, you were talking about your wife and how she's doing 2-a-days.
She's doing 2-a-days, and the boy and I have
Facebook.
quality time between about 6:15 and 7:15. Just so you know his schedule, and it's very regimented now. 7 to 7:15 is usually bath time, and he gets a little.
For you or him? Just to be clear, in full disclosure, Mike, we want to be clear.
I only shower. I don't bathe, Charlie.
You don't bathe, Charlie.
I don't. So
they got cake all over my body, Charlie.
He has his little bath time, and if he hasn't gotten the proper amount of sleep during the day, between the hours of 5 and 8, he can be a little. Are you looking
I'm watching
at
your video now.
You're working paper towel theater.
Oh my God, it's great. He's destroying just like his father.
Yeah, it looks like.
He's tearing apart paper towels.
Let me work on this project with you guys.
Boom, boom, boom. Where do you think I got the idea for the 20? It's from his son, yeah.
Do you know what I've been doing the last couple of days?
What?
Trying to put back together my audio system in my den. Just because I'd like to use that TV one last time. I've succeeded in getting the picture reconnected.
Oh.
But for the life of me, I cannot re-hook my surround sound. And I have no idea how to do it.
That's a shame because you really had one of the nicest surround systems in that
sounded,
room. It was great. Little tiny directional speakers.
4.8 surround sound.
It was beautiful.
Now, those little, let me ask you a question about this. This is for all the audiophiles out there.
Jerk.
What's 4.8?
He just made up two numbers.
Well, because right now you can get like 7.1 Dolby surround, but your system was built when they had 4.8.
You know, so he had 8 subwoofers.
I will tell you that my surround sound kicked the ass of anything that you would get in one of those modern systems.
Oh, in the
today.
early 80s, I'm sure.
It was
it
not
was
early 80s.
It was a Boston acoustic system, wasn't it? The speakers?
Yes, I
they were
think
beautiful.
So.
Yeah,
and they're still hooked up. And the thing is,
do they convey?
Here's the yes. I'm not taking them down.
Oh, well, the person is in Fat City then.
But
that's a great system.
Here's the
them
question.
with you.
No, I know you take everything with you.
Oh,
you
so I'm a hoarder? I'll take a 20 that's ripped? I'm just a cheap bastard?
No, but you take you are a hoarder to a certain extent.
No, I'm not. I'm a reuser. Reuse.
I think you've got some warehouse somewhere because you certainly have bought all my stuff on the cheap, and I love it. I love the fact you do that.
Well, Mike,
but I don't know where you keep it. You don't keep it in this apartment.
I know where he keeps it. I've seen it.
At his mom's house?
No.
I have it at Big O and Dukes.
He does. There's another abandoned room over there. It looks like the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Does it really?
Yeah. You go in and there's just miles and miles of cartons.
Did you put the dining room table at the Big O and Dukes
No,
Center?
no, that's on my mom's.
Center.
That's at your mom's? Or
the center.
Big O and Dukes Mall.
For the privileged. Do you know we don't have AC or heating there?
No, but
that's why this is so great right now.
But you got enough furniture for a mansion.
What are you guys going to do in the summertime?
Oh, they fry.
Oh, no, we just put on two big units, two like R2D2 units. We plug them in and then we run miles of extension cord so we don't blow a fuse from different places.
He took me there once in the summer, and honestly, I'm surprised how the wallpaper stays on the wall. It's a flippin' sauna.
It's insane.
There are no windows.
Yeah.
They are
insane.
like 3 doors away from an actual functioning outside door. No wonder the horde goes in there, and they're that intense they have to be.
Could you?
A lot of guys in shorts.
Yes.
Could you sign up for like a utility
if
you wanted
I looked
to?
into that. It was so expensive because
you'd rather sweat your balls off.
They really don't make that much
For
money.
once a week, it's just not a point.
It's and the operating, as far as the operational costs are concerned, are pretty thin. So,
Well, it's getting back to the Facebook thing that I posted with my son. So I've got to keep him amused for what would effectively be his most difficult time of the day.
Voices?
He is. I've done it all.
Have you tried Bill O'Reilly?
I have. No, that would scare him.
I think it would. Yeah.
So we understand. Understand. You had your carrots, and well, you had. If you want to call them carrots, they're really not carrots. What you do, you process them. They're all puree. They're a little organic jar of carrots.
An organic what?
A jar of carrots. And, you get them all over the front of your shirt. And that's why we buy bibs. And you have your bib, and you eat your carrots, and you don't finish them. And, maybe if I mixed them with apples again, you'd eat the carrots. But yesterday we went to stage 2, because you're going to be 8 months today. Happy birthday.
And he's just in tears.
Yeah, 8 months today, and then suddenly his lower lip's going,
like when I come in.
Daddy, don't do that. Sorry. Daddy, don't do that. But I do this voice. I do the... Kind of likes that one, and he likes the high voice too when I go baby, 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 and then I get a little
what
smile.
About Charlie?
Charlie Van Doren, Charlie?
No, Charlie.
I found something at the grocery store.
And then
Michael.
the lip starts again.
I found blueberries and apples mixed in the organic food section of the grocery store. But anyway, keeping him amused, I will give you the entire. I did this with Carla. I'll do it with you guys.
Okay.
So Carla goes down to get on the treadmill.
I'm at the kitchen table with the boy, and he is already starting to lose it. He is not, and he reaches for his little eczema patch in the back of his head, and he starts digging at it, and that's his sign that he's tired. So I got to keep him up for another 2 hours.
Oh, it's important.
Roughly 2 hours.
It's important. You can't let a kid fall asleep out of schedule.
Right.
Or
because
the whole day is ruined.
Yeah, you'll be getting up at like 3 o'clock in the morning,
God.
and he's just like, time to start the day.
That's right.
No.
But I'll get back to you. I'll finish this up in just a second. You're listening to the Mike O'Mara Show. We'll be right back, everybody. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This segment of the program is brought to you by Personal Capital.
Love it.
I didn't say it right. It's Personal Capital. Okay, let's talk about something that's important to everybody. Money. You want to keep your personal wealth, but it's a major hassle to keep track of it by yourself. And if you pay someone to manage it for you, you're probably paying too much. A lot of these people that do this, you don't know what you're paying.
Exactly.
And it goes out the window, and when you're talking about percentages, which is how people measure their finances, you don't realize that you got to subtract the fees you're paying these people out of your nut. That's the way it does it. And luckily, I've got your solution. It's free, and it's a secure tool, and it's called Personal Capital. Personal Capital allows you to keep track of your bank accounts, your stocks, your 401k, everything, all of your accounts and assets on a single screen. It's beautiful. Whether you use your computer or your phone or your tablet, it's all right there on one screen with real-time and intuitive graphs. Personal Capital also shows you how much you're overpaying in fees and how to reduce those fees.
It's amazing.
They do it automatically.
One screen, right in front of you.
Anybody that's got any kind of savings, or you've got a 401k, or you've got your assets, you should check this out.
Information is power, and a lot of people coming up on tax season right now, they want to see what they're spending and how much money they're making or they're losing or they're paying out. This is one place that's going to help you really get a one screen view of everything you're putting together or putting out or putting in, and then you can decide, am I paying too much?
Right.
Am I spending the right amount of money for what I'm getting back?
This is how easy it is. Signing up takes about a minute. It will pay you huge dividends, so why wait? Personal Capital gives you the clarity and transparency you need to make better investment decisions, just like Oscar said. And you can do it right now.
When?
Right now.
Nice.
To set up your free account, go to personalcapital.com. TMOS. That's personalcapital.com/TMOS. Personal Capital is free, and it's the smart way to grow your money. Go to personalcapital.com/TMOS. That is, again, personalcapital.com/TMOS. So getting back to the Bambino, Carla's going to do her workout at this particular time, and this is my difficult hour. I do not know what I'm going to do, especially with 2 hours to go. And, he's eaten. He's all fed. What are you looking at?
Oscar's actually brought up the video. It's so great.
He's really so perfect.
So that was the early part of the evening. Suddenly, he discovers a paper towel. I'm talking about baby to... The thing about, you'll notice at this age, at 8 months of age, everything he wants to mess with is potentially devastating. He likes keys.
Yep.
He likes eyeglasses. If there was, if
knives.
If you put like a fleet of age-appropriate 8-month-old plastic soft baby toys in front of him,
no
he would
interest.
say, "Don't you have any razors?"
Yeah, exactly.
Are there any razors that I could use around here?
Now, what surprises me, and I am so far away from when my kids were this age, is that I didn't realize he was at a point where he had these kind of motor skills.
Right.
Because he is systematically, methodically destroying.
Yeah.
And it's not, there doesn't seem to be much randomness to it.
Yeah, but it's onset rage, I think.
It does look a tad violent.
He's like, I hate this paper towel.
You know what's great is that this is a look into Mike's life, is that he's focused so much on entertaining the boy that in the background he's paused the baseball game.
Oh my God! It was the Yankees. It was the Yankees.
So true. It's spring training.
It was Yankees Red Sox.
Jesus.
Yankees. Yeah.
Now, while the paper towel was a huge success,
Pitchers in mid pitch right
Yeah.
there. It's Yankees Red Sox spring training. Instantly they housed them yesterday. The Yankees killed the Red Sox.
we're seeing here that the paper towel destruction is just a home run for the boy. But what happened right before it is, God damn it! Pause.
You see that
Here,
little-
what am I going to do?
And you see he's got a little Game of Thrones seat right there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's
that he's
so
liking.
cool.
So
He's
after,
like the little king.
After
Just
that,
mad.
we got done with that, and it's just there are only so many. And I realized if I didn't want to go through the entire plastic container of paper towels that we
Exactly.
had, I would actually have to divert him. And you know me, I love to get up. But
You know what really could have slowed him down is after 2 or 3 paper towels, give him a washcloth.
That's nice. He might not make any progress with it, but man, will those triceps be developed by the time he gets to be one.
All about core strength.
Yeah. A lot of crying and a lot of frustration.
I hate my father.
I know I can do this.
I know you know, Doc, I know the last visit we had at the pediatrician, I know you said his head was large, but check out his pecs now.
Looks like Popeye.
His phalanges will be huge. He'll have these huge muscular fingers.
This is terrific, Doctor. I hope you really enjoy what he's been doing. We're working on phone books next week. It's going to be fantastic. So I walk Carla through this. We get done with the paper towels. Burned out on that. He's kind of, he probably could have done a whole roll.
Sure.
If I'd let him do it.
Oh, he would have been all tuckered out.
It would have been very, well, the thing is, if he's tuckered out and I got to keep him up for a little bit more, that's not to my advantage. So the question is, pick him up, and we're moving, and we don't have a lot in the house. We don't have a lot of places to sit. We don't have a lot of places to do anything. But I got to take him around and just find diversions. So I take him upstairs, and the first room we go into is the bedroom. Put him on the bedroom, and I've got all the winter gloves out in this little basket.
Right.
And give him a glove. Glove, not cutting it. Glove, boring.
So you laid him on the bed.
Laid him
like
on the
dead
bed.
center on a big mattress.
Yeah, big mattress. My sleep number.
Okay.
I put him on that.
What's
and
his sleep number?
His sleep number is a 0.
Okay.
Right now, and he just, he can't even see his head.
He's working on number 1.
But, so anyway, we put him in there, and he's doing great, and he's fine, but he gets bored.
Sure.
And then I realized there's just nothing up there. The remotes, which for a long
time, yeah, good
held
one.
his attention. And, if I was watching television, I'd kind of sneakily get the batteries out. Then he's smacking them. He's smacking them. So that gets burned out. Then we go to the next...
Bam Bam.
We go across the hallway to Elizabeth's room.
Yeah.
And Elizabeth's room, in the back corner, there is a trash bag with some clothes that we're going to be taking out.
All right.
And I'm looking at it, and it's got my old hockey jersey, and it's got my old Gutter Balls bowling shirt.
Okay.
And
The purple
I'm like,
or the red one?
The purple one.
Okay, the first
and
batch.
The purple one, it's like, hey, he'll be fascinated. It's got a little picture of a bowling ball. It's really cool.
I don't know that he'll be fascinated by a
he
photograph.
Doesn't get, no, he's not going to be fascinated, because if he was messing with that, it wouldn't be that big a deal. It's cloth.
Right.
What does he get fascinated with? The black trash bag. Twist tie, the red.
Oh my
God! The red pull tie, which is that's the thing he can probably die with.
Yeah, and then it'll also ultimately kill a dolphin.
He is absolutely riveted with this one.
Of course.
And he starts tugging on this, and he starts pulling it, and then I hear that, and it's like, no, that's not going into the mouth.
Yeah.
Please don't go into the mouth. Then I said, okay, we'll open up the window shades, and I'm going through everything I do, just trying to amuse this child. I've got sweat beating up on my
you
forehead.
got the game waiting downstairs,
and I'm sitting there. Yes, but the game, it was 8-0 at that point,
hey,
so the game really didn't matter.
It's certainly important.
I was actually just waiting for 8:30, 9 o'clock to roll around so I could put on Wolf of Wall Street,
right?
Which Mrs. O'Mara vetoed, and so we didn't watch that.
Probably not the movie you want to watch with your wife.
No, not a movie you watch with your wife.
Or your son.
Warning to all men. Well, he would be asleep at that point.
I understand.
No, but there are some scenes that if you were alone, you could take care of it.
Really?
You wouldn't want her ruining that.
He's, of course, talking about Jonah Hill.
Oh, of course, yeah.
When he's out by the pool.
He's just a sexy beast.
When Mike's getting ready for his 2-a-days.
So, what is he fascinated by then? This is what he's fascinated with. He's fascinated with the pull cord for the window shades.
Excellent.
Which is like
there will be a hanging.
A documented child
Happens
killer.
every year.
Do you have? Are your shades old enough that it's two separate, or is it still the loop kind?
No, the shades in the house are within 10 years old.
Okay, so it's not the classic hanging danger.
One of the first things I did when I moved into my Victorian was to address the window treatment.
Window treatments are
expensive.
Key. And
really
very, very expensive.
Yeah.
Which
the two windows I had really expensive.
But he wanted to make sure his neighbors could see him.
No, could not see me.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to block out the light. I wanted to block out the light, Mr. Hobbs.
You'll pardon the absence of light.
You'll pardon the absence of light.
Do you remember when this is just recent, I think about a year ago, where you made your bedroom you made it like Vegas-style blackout curtains.
Oh, yeah, you got Elvis curtains.
The curtains we ended up using in the studio.
Yeah.
We had extra panels, and I put them over the windows, and it was bliss. I loved it. You could sleep till 11 o'clock and not know. Now it's different.
Couldn't hear the slot machines, couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, it was no problem.
Just an hourly checkup from Carla to make sure he's breathing.
So He's
okay.
fascinated. He's fascinated with the window shades.
Okay.
But that lasts 5 seconds. Then it's on to
What
another
are you
bedroom.
letting him pull the string and they go up and down?
No, I don't want him to get into the habit of that looking like a toy, so I got to pull him off of that, and then it's like the lower lip going, Daddy, I got to be amused. So I'm like, okay, let's go to another room. We go to another empty room. In that empty room is a little Johnny jumper thing that you're supposed to put in a doorway. It's the thing where they bounce up and down, but it's still in the box. Like so many wonderful... All of you listeners were so generous to the O'Mara family that we have a lot of things that are still in the box.
The Jolly Jumper is excellent, and he'd be a good age for it, but the problem is...
I think it's going to make him like... I think his legs are going to look like Scatman Crothers if he spends any serious amount of time in that thing.
Do you have any...
He's just going to walk around like Peter Dinklage. Is that the guy's
doing
name?
Squats.
Is he Peter Dinklage?
Peter Dinklage, the dwarf.
The dwarf.
That's right.
Well,
Mike, that's what he is.
Yes, he is.
He's a little person, you jerk.
No, they prefer to be called dwarves.
No, I think they like to be called...
Who told
maybe
you that?
Do they prefer dwarves?
Yes,
told you
they
that?
hate midgets.
Who
Scott
told
the
you
dwarf.
Again, Scott the dwarf. His name is Scott the dwarf.
Because that's what he wants to be called.
Yes, but he doesn't represent everybody. The
To
majority
me-
of people
to
are
me, he
little
does.
people, you jerk.
Do you know that he actually married? He married a little person that I went to high school with, and at a Christmas party, Mike met her and said, "Scott, this must be the little woman."
I did. I swear to God, I didn't mean anything by it. I swear to God, I said, "Is this the little lady? Is this the little woman?"
Now, your house in Florida.
Yes.
Do you have
Hey, how about that?
Hey, your ride's here.
Hey, welcome. It's the David Letterman show.
Do you have molding around your doors?
Yes.
Okay, then you'll be able to use the Jolly Jumper down there. The problem is so many doorways nowadays don't have molding.
Yeah, but
there's no way for the clamp to grab on.
Here's the problem.
And I thought you put a hook.
I put a hook in there.
Yeah, that
In the
was
door.
aces.
But that's doing
Also
damage to your
dangerous.
property.
Well,
all right?
but you did a hook in the house you sold.
All right, I'm going to put in proper name for dwarf.
It's
What
little
is the
people. I don't even know why you have to look it up.
Well, because it's changed. All right.
It's ever flowing.
What
It's
is the
changed in the
politically
last 10
correct
years.
term for midgets now?
Now you see, you don't want to say midgets.
I'm reading what it said. I didn't mean to.
All these names have
not
such a
good.
they have such a short shelf life.
To be, the problem is when you Google something like this.
Yes.
You get all these different answers, and they're not really professional
There's probably an
sites.
association.
Yeah, maybe you know what?
The Little People Association.
If you don't want to put in the full the web address, do they have a tiny URL?
Oh my God. You know what?
Well,
Rob?
you know what I brought up?
You are the wrong person to ask about what
No.
cultural.
I'm sure this is fine.
What the nomenclature is for these for different types of cultures.
I
This is
think
important.
it's dwarf.
No, it's not dwarf.
All right, here it is.
It's
I found
called
it.
pituitary dwarfism.
Listen
it's a
to me.
medical term.
Rob, you have to stop talking. You're getting too excited.
You're
and
right.
You are in the.
You know, I get excited when we talk about medical stuff.
No, the thing is, you get excited when it's anything different. You're not qualified.
Well,
dwarf and midget are two names that refer to a person who suffers from dwarfism. Dwarfism is a medical condition due to which a person has abnormal growth. A person affected by dwarfism is usually less than 147 centimeters, 4 feet 10 inches tall.
Okay.
I would really appreciate it, Rob, if you would look in the.
you know what's funny is in this new studio, I have a clear sight line of Mike.
Yes.
I never had it before. Now I do know this, Mike.
Unfortunately, when the lung matter is coming up again. I'm sorry.
Well, let me just tell you something medical, is that there are actually two kinds of dwarfism, one of which is pituitary dwarfism, where the entire body stays in proportion to itself.
Right.
And this is largely curable. So you don't see a lot of it anymore, but there are many examples of that in The Wizard of Oz when they cast all of the little people to be in Munchkin.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Historically, the term midget was used to describe proportionate dwarves. While dwarfs could be any person affected by dwarfism, proportionate or disproportionate. Still today, the term midget is considered derogatory.
Right, Mike.
And most people will find it insulting. Some people also claim that dwarf is also insulting. The politically correct term for people suffering from dwarfism, especially in the United States, Canada, and New Zealand, is little person or little people.
All right,
Thank you.
I stand corrected.
Oscar Santana.
I stand
Thank
corrected.
you.
That is it. Little person.
All right.
So yeah. So, but
Do you see the flawed logic with your Scott the Dwarf said, I want to be called a dwarf?
No, I don't.
Because his name was Scott the Dwarf.
After his name was named Scott the Dwarf, after he corrected me one-on-one and said, don't use the word midget.
How many years ago was this?
This was in the 90s.
What an a-hole.
Little people.
The 90s.
I thought I heard somewhere where little people was no longer acceptable too.
Well,
now, little
how
people
about how
good to
about
go.
this, Rob Spiewak? How about we just don't use labels at all anymore?
Yeah,
You
just
know what?
How about
I
you
think
use the real
that's-
names?
that's right.
How about Scott?
That's right. Scott Strasbow.
It's
was his
right.
name.
Rob,
He
Rob
was in
and
the
I-
movie. He was in the movie. What was it? Zoolander?
Yes.
Yes, he was. He's in it. You can see him.
And that's why we took Pony aside when he first came to work full time for us, and we said, Pony, when you're referring to Rob or Mr. O'Mara, the fact is, please do not call them pig. They like to be called fat person.
That's right.
Jerks.
Obese Americans.
That's exactly what it is.
You mentioned what you
So
were doing.
getting to
And
wrap
my
this up,
apologies.
can I just wrap up the something? So finally, I made the whole hour, the full hour, which was a triumph. And you would think
That's
it
awesome.
doesn't seem like a lot of time.
No, it
but I
does.
made it with him, and then he went to sleep. He goes to sleep so cute.
What about reading to him? You didn't mention that.
I don't think we're quite there yet. He's 8 months old, and
reading is going to actually make him tired. It's going to soothe him.
But I'm not sure when. I guess certain people would say, "Well, I
Unless
started
you-
reading to my son when he was 3 weeks old."
Well, they all say that. I don't. I still haven't read to my kids. They'll fall asleep, Oscar, unless you read really loud.
Okay, I didn't
Now,
know that.
Question for you: you have a working television in the house, even if it's not the one in the main room.
When
have you
should
tried-
I start reading to my baby? It's
we've
never
lost him.
too early. In fact, fetuses can recognize their mother's voice from the womb. Oh, bite my ass.
Have you tried him on something like Teletubbies?
No, but
The TV.
Yeah.
Come on. He's
TV
8
is
months
great
old.
sensory.
Do you know what we watch?
What?
We watch
Law and Order SVU.
No.
He doesn't know what rape is?
We watch on a continuous loop.
Yes.
We watch Casino.
That's a good movie.
We watch puppies, videos of puppies on YouTube.
That's excellent.
In
That's
fact-
very good, and that's very sensory.
Is
it's
this
good for the
working?
kids.
Is the thing connected for
Yes.
the computer yet?
For your line in? Yeah,
Yeah, that is
good to go.
connected.
Let me see if it's the standard.
And there's also a reality show called Too Cute, which is essentially just watching puppies and cats.
Is it TOO cute or TO cute?
I think
You know-
it's TOO cute.
When you
Too
hear
cute.
when
It's
you
not
hear
a
my
verb.
puppy my video, you don't even have to see the video. You can just hear the puppy thing that we play because it is very, very funny.
There's
Bring it up.
actually
Is it up?
Yeah, it is.
All right.
There is a
Well, that's
video.
why it's not playing.
No, it's not. It's not working?
Yeah, is it not working?
Have we tested his little
We did test
nub?
it.
I think we have tested your nub. Is it ham hands?
Hold on, wait a minute. Might be me because I've got it turned up.
There we go. Oh, we hear that. That sounds like fun. Do you have it in your headphone jack and not your input jack?
I've got it in my headphones.
Oh, okay. That should work now.
Should be hearing it.
Oh, maybe not.
We did test.
So we're doing a test.
Oh,
right
you know
now.
what I bet? Hold on.
Oh.
It was the USB. It was the same.
Once he
thing
got
as
out of
the-
RJ position, that actually worked very carefully right there.
Okay, Rob.
Very difficult to reach that button.
Mike,
sitting like this.
Mike and I haven't talked to you about this, but we haven't talked about it either, personally. But there's like a lounge position that you lay into when you get in that chair.
He never did it at the old studio.
It's impossible. It was impossible to do it at the old studio.
Yeah, but just because you can do it now, does that mean you should lay back and run the board?
If it doesn't hamper, this is the first time it's hampered anything, and the only reason it did it is because we had fed the USB to your computer.
Yeah,
it was
fault.
one. No,
You're
it
right.
was one engaged button.
Yes,
we
you're
did
right.
to everything
You're
I
right.
said was right.
You're
See,
right.
when we're
We
having
did
an
test
argument,
it.
when we're having an argument like this, I think it's really important to play this music in the background the whole time. so let's start the discussion. So, Rob,
Yes.
would it kill you to sit up straight a little bit when we're doing the show?
Mike, it would not kill me. But would it make me less happy? Yes, it
Can
would.
you just sit up? Let me see how your torso sits in front of this console. When
I don't
you
know
sit
that it
up.
works. Hold on.
Please. Hold on.
It's pulling his ass
Oh
back to
my
the back
God!
of the chair.
You probably look better on camera too.
Who cares? What is? People are going to tune in and say, "Oh my God, look how good looking he is."
Isn't this
no?
a-
This ship has sailed.
Hey, Rob, isn't this a cute little discussion?
This is great.
Rob's lying down in chair.
Yeah,
Rob's lying down in his chair.
Rob, what's your sleep number on that chair?
Perfection. It is.
So we watched this video of like golden retriever puppies, and we watched it. And incidentally, when I told Rob to do that, I suddenly had to realize that I have to do the same thing because we're used to being in kind of a reclining position. That's why our bodies look like this. That's what it is. But you have to be able to reach up there, and when you were sitting in that position, the button that you went for, I noticed if you were in your previous position, even with your giant arms.
Oh, I could have gotten it. It was just a matter of knowing what the button was. Oscar bought this board from NASA. It's got a lot of bells and a lot of whistles. I think it's a victory that we found it and found our new argument music.
Pody, be honest.
Yes.
You run the cameras. Did you notice an appreciable difference when Rob sat up?
It was night and day.
You're going to really take that from him? Tard.
So I have no idea what we were talking about, but it was puppies. That's what we.
Now you watched the video with your son, and you had a good time. So you've got 2 hours in the evening where you got to settle him out. You got to make sure he's okay.
Mrs. O'Mara is on this very rigorous workout schedule, and I have to kind of be on my game, and it's good. I love it because after the reward was this, and you can relate to
What's
this.
that?
After it was all done, she gave me the tutorial because I have not bathed him yet, and she's going out with her mom this weekend.
Right.
So I'm going to have all the duties. I'm going to be full-time
Yeah,
on
you
Friday
are.
night. The duties. She gave me the drill, and so I had to follow her around, going to the bathroom and watching him get his little tubby time.
You were interning with her.
It was great.
Yeah,
And
shadowing.
here's the thing. After that hour, just that hour, he could not take his little eyes off me, and he's looking at me like, yeah, Dad, I'm getting a bath. Yeah, I'm in the towel now.
Oh, that's
yeah, I'm doing
cool.
that. It was bliss.
Very
Whoever
cool.
was the old fart, some old fart told me, I wouldn't regret doing this. And that guy who told me that was the truest thing I've ever heard.
It was G. Gordon Liddy.
On that note, we'll take a break. Come back with news you may not need on the Mike O'Mara Show. Oh, my God. You are killing me. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, brought to you by SeatGeek.com.
Love it.
Just stop.
What?
Doing what you're doing. I got to get through this.
Okay.
When you want to see a game or a concert, what is the toughest thing to deal with?
Brother Michael, it's getting the tickets.
Gordon Liddy says, getting the best tickets, you ass. Anyway, getting the best tickets at the best price, and that's why we love, and I'm serious now, SeatGeek.com.
Yes.
We love it. Problem solved. All your ticket needs, your problems are solved with SeatGeek.com. SeatGeek.com is the best way for you to save money on all of your game and concert tickets. And here's the best part, it's free. What they do is they search all the major ticket sites, they put them in one place so you can shop for the best prices all in one location. It is just like using a search engine of Kayak or Orbitz.
Right.
But it's for your tickets, and it's fantastic. SeatGeek even rates the tickets so you can see the best value. A green dot for a great deal, a red dot for a bad one. Nobody else does that, and they have real photos from the seat locations. That means you can see what you're going to be seeing when you get to the game or the concert. Start using this free service today. Use our code, TMOS promo code. That'll get you $20 off your first purchase of $120 or more. Your ticket to every ticket, SeatGeek.com. We love it, and it's a beautiful website.
Great stuff.
And, it's baseball time, so time to get your baseball tickets at SeatGeek.com, and we thank you in advance for that one.
From around the globe, across the nation, looking through your neighbor's window, the Mike O'Mara Show now presents News You May Not Need. A comprehensive look at the stories you may or may not be talking about during your daily activity. And now, News You May Not Need.
Boys, I'm going to tell you something. I will stop leading with it when people stop being interested in it. But once again, it's the Malaysia jet.
Yep.
Hot story.
Investigators probing the disappearance of the jet with 239 people on board believe it most likely flew into the southern Indian Ocean, a source close to the investigation said on Wednesday. But this story changes continuously. The latest today is that there were fishermen that said they saw a low-flying aircraft.
And then there was another angle that Carrie read off some crockpot website that she wouldn't let me out of the kitchen this morning, that conceivably there was another plane that I think left Singapore.
Yeah.
And if you fly two planes close enough together,
They won't track on the radar.
They won't track but as one.
Yeah.
And so it's called shadowing.
Yep, and
And
they're
so
saying
it
that could
could
happen.
have ended up in the Indian Ocean if that's the case.
Bottom line is no wreckage found again today. No evidence again today. There's some other conspiracy theorists.
Right, and
that
more,
say-
and they get more and more outlandish.
You know, people that are all over the internet saying, hey, I've got a satellite shot of the plane in a jungle area that's covered by all sorts of, the more this goes on, the more you're seeing these
Somebody
theories.
sent me an eBay listing, not an eBay listing, but an online auction
Craigslist.
listing.
It was a Craigslist. It was Ronique who did it.
It was Ronique. Funny. For Boeing 777.
For
And
sale.
it said similar colors to a Malaysian airline plane.
The serious,
$2.4 million.
the serious part of this, as that I've heard, and one of the other things that apparently Israel is involved in this, and apparently is on some sort of alert based on intel they may have. This is,
Wow.
it's coming from all different sources, and just keep watching the news sources and see what happens.
Question for you: that this I was actually talking to Carrie last night, which was great. She said that there are rumors that there are super secret military satellites up in the sky that no one knows about, run by the federal government of the United States. I don't doubt this. If they use that imagery to solve the problem, will they be able to somehow release the information if it's gathered from satellites that we're not supposed to have?
Well, and that is not just the United States.
It's all countries, I'm sure.
All countries that don't want to give their proprietary information to other people.
And that's just another wrinkle that makes it really
if the
tough.
U.S. government isn't upset about it, we shouldn't be upset about it.
But I
because
think
they may know, they just can't say.
Exactly, it's a thought
think
I had.
Hanging over this may be the fact that the Cold War, by the way, if you didn't notice, the Cold War has started again,
Yeah,
ladies
it's back.
and gentlemen. Russian troops and unarmed men stormed Ukraine's naval headquarters in the Crimean port of Sevastopol.
Oh, you're not using the voice?
Welcome to Sevastopol on Wednesday. Lays Russian flag intense but peaceful takeover that signals Moscow's intent to neutralize any armed opposition. They went in.
Yes.
There were paramilitary groups. There seemed to be some Russian soldiers. And then a little while later, the Ukrainian guys that were in the Ukrainian army walked out of the base
Trying to beat feet.
in civilian clothes.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, I feel right now for those Ukrainian army people or people that might be sympathetic to the existing government because they're in a state of true fear right
Yep.
now.
Mhm.
It's very, very scary, and it's getting heavier by the day. You know, with Biden over there trying to reassure our allies.
That'll fix everything.
I mean, it really seems to me that you know that we're in a situation where I don't think you want to throw in troops again. You just don't want to go into a quagmire like that. But at the same time, they're talking about this is one of the more aggressive moves, very similar to what Hitler did when he just went in and took over countries. And in 2014, the world community probably can't let that happen on a regular basis.
Scary.
So we'll have to keep our eyes on it and see what's going to happen. The holders of 2 lucky tickets sold states apart are waking up to good news Wednesday morning. One of them right in our backyard. They will split a $400 million Mega Millions jackpot.
I'm so glad we saved the money this time.
That is the 6th largest lottery prize in U.S. history. Me too. The tickets, one sold at a Sunoco convenience store on Florida's Space Coast.
Sunoco,
sorry. The other south of Washington in Charles County, I believe La Plata. Is that where it was?
I bought it. I don't know. I haven't checked my numbers yet.
Hello there.
The epicenter of jorts.
Yeah,
And-
it's in the pocket of something labeled Lee.
Are you interested in the winning numbers?
Yes, please.
11, 19, 24, 33, 51, and 1 million. No, I'm sorry. 11, 19, 24, 33, 51 with the mega ball of 7.
You know, it's
lucky
so
7.
it's so crazy because those are the numbers we played last time.
Yeah,
We should have
Rob still
done
has
it again.
the ticket.
I do.
The lump sum option for the entire jackpot was $224 million. The cash option for each of the 2 winning tickets is about $112 million. Maryland lottery officials said through their Twitter account that after taxes, the winner will get about $74 million.
Congratulations, Mrs. Mikulski.
Isn't it funny? I know this. Look, this is more money than anybody could ever use. But the fact
still.
is, isn't it incredible the way they just toss around these numbers as far as the government taking this massive
In
chunk? Oh, by the
2
way, and
sentences.
after taxes, you know, it's a $660 gazillion jackpot, and after the taxes, you get $70 million.
You know, it's really though. In 2 sentences, you went from $400 million to $70 million.
Yeah, pretty
and
amazing.
if you want to put that in perspective, what if someone owed you $400 and said, "Would you settle for 70?"
Amen.
You know,
Good old Charlie Brown and Snoopy are going 3D. You excited about this at all?
only if it's the cartoon character Snoopy.
20th Century Fox and Blue Sky Studios say Peanuts will hit theaters November 6th. It's the first full-length computer-animated film based on the Charles Schulz comic strip.
I thought you were talking about Snoop Dogg.
No,
this is really
yeah, that's
Snoopy.
fine.
Oh, that's cool.
Charlie Brown and,
Chocolate cake challenge.
and Snoopy have updated looks.
No, boo.
The teaser shows their beloved beloved pair up to their old tricks as Snoopy tries to steal the spotlight and Charlie Brown mutters his famous good grief.
And there's also just moderate nudity. Tasteful. It advances the plot.
Yeah, and incidentally, it's called The Wolf of Peanuts.
Never mind.
Justin Bieber claimed after a shaky sobriety test in Florida that he was suffering from a hairline fracture in his right foot.
Oh, I don't know about you guys, but I believe it.
And he made condescending comments to officers.
All that dancing.
According to a Miami Beach police document released Tuesday. The police summary of Bieber's performance on various sobriety tests following his January 23rd arrest, they show that the pop singer told officers he had injured his foot skateboarding 3 months earlier.
Naturally.
The officer had noted that Bieber appeared to sway and have leg tremors during one of the tests.
I get
leg
that.
tremors?
I get that all the time.
And he also winced as if in pain. He appeared to have great difficulty, the report noted, adding that the injury never was mentioned or noticed after that test. So what does that say?
That's a lie.
That's one giant ambiguous statement, right?
Well, he shouldn't be skateboarding anyway.
And we got a hero story here. You'll
good.
like this. This is really, really terrific. Mindy Tran is our hero of the day. Earlier this month, Mindy backed her Honda Accord into her garage, parked, and got out to deal with her twin 2-year-old daughters in the back seat. But somehow the car came out of gear and started rolling down their driveway. And there was barely time to react because Mindy's driveway is steep and led right into a busy street full of traffic. So she jumped in front of the car, laid down on the ground, and let the car run her over. She says, quote, "I used my body as a speed bump to stop the car." And it worked.
Wow.
The car stopped right on top of her. A neighbor ran over, got the girls out of the car, called 911, and the fire department lifted the car off Mindy with an airbag. Then she was airlifted to a hospital with a shattered left knee, a dislocated right hip, and a dislocated shoulder. She got effed up.
God, I guess so.
She's still in the hospital and will probably be there for a few more weeks. She told reporters, quote, "I don't consider myself a hero. I'm just a mother." That is a mother right there. Isn't that a beautiful story?
Good for her.
Yeah.
Well, we give the good with the bad. And now a little something, something.
Okay.
This is a perfect example of instant justice. Last Thursday afternoon, a woman named Jasmine Johnson was using the bathroom at a McDonald's in Memphis, Tennessee. And 28-year-old Ronald Henderson apparently decided to spy on her.
Oh, that's never good.
So he went into the women's bathroom, went into the stall next to her, and tried to crawl under the partition into Jasmine's stall.
Well, that's really not spying, is it?
Oh, get a GoPro, man. Jeez.
Fortunately, Ronald didn't pull that off, and he got stuck under the partition.
Oh, dear.
He tried to grab Jasmine's leg, but she was able to run out and get help.
That's his move.
That guy was steamed up.
That's his hustle.
Ronald was arrested and charged with assault and observation without consent. I love the charges. We're arresting you for observation without consent. Everyone knows if you want to spy on the really hot women, you do it in the Mickey D's pooper. All right, that's it. Going to take a break. We will come back with the Audio Vault and Rob Spewak right here on the Michael Barrow Show. Everybody. Welcome back to the show. Whoa, whoa. This segment of the Mike O'Mara Show is brought to you by our TMOS bonus package. Are you part of the procrastination? You are if you haven't gotten your bonus package yet. It's not too late to jump on the 2014 bonus show bandwagon. Order right now.
When?
Right now. And you'll get all the 2014 shows plus on-demand video access to each show and unlimited access to the entire anthology. That's every TMOS bonus show since we started at $69.99. You save over 25%. We also have monthly packages, and as always, you can still buy each episode a la carte.
It's also a good option.
Check out all the details at MikeO'MaraShow.com and choose the one that's right for you. Just click the bonus show banner. Remember, order now.
When?
Right now. Okay. And you won't miss a single second of the bonus fun, the 2014 TMOS bonus package, because 5 hours a week just ain't enough, everybody. And we thank you in advance. Now, without further ado, let's open up the audio vault for Wednesday, March 19, 2014. Rob Spewak.
What do we always say before the show?
Suck!
No, after that we say,
Make
God,
it a good one.
I hope we can teach people something today. We want to teach people something.
Our prayer for the program?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right, during the prayer breakfast.
Yeah.
So today we talk animals, Mike.
Bless us, the Lord, and these our show, which we are about to deliver.
That's exactly it.
From thy bounty through Christ our... I'm sorry, that's the old Catholic grace.
It's a good one.
You ever say that in your house?
No.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Get in and out quick.
Yeah, very quick one.
If you want a long grace, don't ask my Uncle Sam. He'll talk for a week.
Well, I think it seems to me when you're talking about grace before a meal, the more evangelical you are, the more, and Lord, thank you for little Peter who didn't hurt his head on the
What about
swing
this
as we
one?
eat these potatoes that are wet.
Rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub, yay God.
Also great. Also great.
I'd have to steal that one.
As we learn about our animal brethren today, this one comes from our beloved Cappy Pfeiffer, who asked me, Rob, do you know what it sounds like when a tortoise mates?
Oh, I love tortoises. I
And
love
these
turtles when they make their sex
This
sounds.
is the big one. Maybe like 18 inches, 2 feet wide.
Cappy Pfeiffer. Hold on, who can use it? We got it hooked up today.
Oh, we do.
Cappy, turn it on. Come on. Cappy Pfeiffer's Turtle sex sounds.
So I think you'll be able to follow the plot of this short film,
right,
even without the visual. Let's go to the tortoises.
Wow. Like 100 years old, right?
Wait for it.
Oh, I don't know if that's safe for work.
Wait.
Wow.
And that's what that sounds like.
Can you put that on again, please?
I can't.
Time for a cigarette.
We take you to any radio station's engineering room.
Oh no!
And they're doing soldering. That's the rhythm.
That is.
I mean, that's why they live, because even the
Are
moment
they doing the rhythm method?
No, it seems to me that we got that. We were educated on that last week.
Now, also, Mike, it's not just turtles. Dogs like to be in touch with their other friend dogs,
Okay.
their dog friends.
Are you saying dogs having sex?
No. I'm saying that these dogs, well, it could lead to sex. These are two terriers Skyping each other.
Oh, that's
so there is a
cool.
dog on the computer and
Cool.
a dog looking at the computer. They're terriers here. The only thing that pisses me off about this is that I didn't think to do it first.
So smart.
Because they are just looking at each other on their computers. That's great. So that was obviously thought of by a very smart person, and a very smart person like, perhaps, physicist Neil deGrasse Tyson. Have you seen his show Cosmos on Fox?
I have not seen it yet.
It's supposed to be brilliant, but what's great is you can take a brilliant physicist like this man.
There's another show called Cosmos out there too. Unraveling the Cosmos.
That's good too, but it's not on yet.
Yeah, it's been on the. It's been on the
3net.
3net.
Mm-hmm.
How do I know this?
Not 3net. It's the.
3net. It is 3net.
I remember.
Yeah. Do you have it on DVD?
Not yet.
Me neither.
Yeah. Hey, Tom Schmidt, send us the copy, please.
Great pictures of you in Tampa, but still not getting DVDs.
Yeah, and maybe
revealed.
an update on whether it's going into the Smithsonian or not. Just a little update.
Let us know.
Yeah, we're curious.
If you slow his voice down, he doesn't sound quite as smart.
Okay.
Here he is talking about Isaac Newton. Here's Neil deGrasse Tyson.
He discovers the laws of optics. Figures out that white light is composed of colors. That's kind of freaky right there. You take your colors of the rainbow, put them back together, you get white light again.
Yeah.
That freaks
So
out.
sad. He's maybe the most brilliant man on earth right now. You slow him down 12%.
That works.
That's how that works. Have you ever seen Billy Joel in concert?
I have not.
He's great in concert. At least he was 25 years ago when I saw him. And I always thought it would be very hard for him to sing We Didn't Start the Fire. Probably a chance for him to mess up, right?
Yeah, so many lyrics.
He messed it up. Let's go to Billy Joel live in Toronto and a very funny save here. Captured on an iPhone. Forgive me for the audio.
All you gotta do is up one word in that song. Straight. Right. Where were we? Go to the next song.
Say, no play to track
It's
here.
the same thing, verse after verse. Just the word change.
Love Billy
One of the
Joel.
worst melodies I ever wrote.
This is the worst melody he ever wrote.
I love that guy.
England's got a new queen. Moshi and the Liberace satire. Probably all over YouTube tomorrow. It was an authentic rock and roll.
And he said, I had to believe it, but he says that's a 100% real rock and roll F-up right there.
And what's great about that is he's not doing
He's not
anything
singing over a track.
No tracks at all.
Yeah.
Billy Joel can stop the whole band and do that, and that is
Great
that is
performer,
saying
man.
something right
That's
there.
your Magic Audio Vault. Have a great Wednesday, everybody.
Thank you, Rob. Terrific Audio Vault. Cappy Pfeiffer, thanks for the turtles. Keep them coming. I love that.
So to speak.
Hey, for all For all technical support questions regarding the Mike O'Mara Show, please contact our man Matthew Bloom, Ponyboy, at MikeO'MaraShow.com. All correspondence for our show can be sent to TMOS, P.O. Box 2796, Leesburg, Virginia, 20177. Remember, the official TMOS e-voice line is open right now at 800-440-8167. We'll be back tomorrow with a brand new one. Have a great day. Bye-bye, everybody.
Ciao, ciao.
Show's over. Don't forget to sign up for your free trial of Personal Capital right now. Go to MikeO'MaraShow.com and click the Personal Capital banner, or go to PersonalCapital.com/TMOS. Again, click the Personal Capital banner on MikeO'MaraShow.com or go to PersonalCapital.com/TMOS.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.